TerryWilson3.com.
This is the Terry Wilson, really?
Hey, Tony, this is Terry Wilson with TerryWilson3.com. How are you?
You personally are calling me back.
Get ready to discover, develop, and monetize your skills and talents with Terry Wilson.
Thank you, Christopher B. This is Terry Wilson. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is just an impromptu training and Q&A session. I get a ton of questions throughout the week, and sometimes it's just easier to put one of these videos together and answer the questions. And hey, I cut the music off too quick. Sorry about that. So I just said, I'll put something together and make a video, and then you can send it out to your clients. Hey, it's good to see you, Alan. Greenback's good to have you on already. Man, you guys are up early. So I wasn't expecting a lot of people today just because it's so early in the morning especially for you guys out on the West Coast and Central America there in the center of the United States. But good to have you guys on. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, we had a lot of fun Monday night and sold a ton of packages. So good job for you guys that had clients on having fun and already wrote some business from Monday night's podcast. Hope we didn't have too much fun for some of you. I know sometimes we get a little carried away here, but Lindsay's fun, Reagan's fun, Chris is sometimes fun. No, I'm kidding. I like to bust his chop into the day because, man, it's been on fire, guys. I'm telling you, the TW3 call center, we're generating leads for ourselves and other people and stuff like that, and sending the calls out, sending the leads out, and money made if you're willing to put in the time, the effort, learn the script, learn the product. Man, it is a very lucrative business. We've got a ton of people that's come in from different businesses and different backgrounds that has been accustomed to selling insurance, real estate, MLM products, network marketing products, all that stuff. And they get in, they say, oh my God, you can make that kind of money just on the base level. I was, yeah. So it is hot, and the money's there if people are willing to work. Well, hello, Miss Spelling Bee. Good to have you all there. Good to have you on, Lori. Good to have you. So someone did ask a specific question about, breaking down the packages and what's involved in each package. And I thought I would just put this video together real quick to give you a breakdown. What's going on, Tom? Good to have you on. So here is the different TW3 packages. So let me get over there real quick, and I'm going to pull this up on the screen so you can see it. Here are the three packages, membership training packages we have, and then we have a free side as well. Okay, so that's how the whole TW3 business breaks down, okay? And what's involved in each package? Well, this one's free, okay? And it gives you resale rights. It gives you links, a link to send out to your prospective clients. We have a software that we can let you try out for, I think, $1 for a week. It's not our software, it's someone else's software to give you some leads. If you've got a trainer like Greenbacks and some of the others, they might even sell you some leads or something. I don't want to get in there, but I don't know what they do. But, I do have a lot of, trainers that do that as well. So there's different ways. But your commission levels here is just not good. Okay. And the reason why we pay out so much on our other side is because once someone gets into this, see all these tools and all this stuff, well, they got to have someone to sort of say, where's everything at? How do I use this? And we tell people all the time, you don't have to be the author of the book. You just have to be the librarian. You just show them in the back office, okay, you're wanting to know how to use the voice broadcast dialer. Okay, go into the back office to your top tab where it says lead systems. You can go there. You can also go under your tab that says training and then says tools training. You can go there. And in other words, you just know enough about how to navigate the back office and the dashboard to get them the training they need. But here's why these are so advantageous. Number one, you're going to have all of these marketing tools. I mean, every single type of marketing tool you would need, you've got at your fingertips, and not just any old marketing tools. I'm talking about ones that are highly effective, highly efficient, trained on how to use them, trained on how to work them. You're not going to find a voice broadcast dialer out there for 2 cents a minute. And then with the data, I mean, you can dial as a member, you can dial 1,000 people. The time to call them, the data that you have to pay for the list, and the dial time, which is 2 cents a minute, by the time it's all said and done, you're spending, let's just say, roughly 38 to 45 bucks per thousand. You're not going to find that anywhere, that rate, number one. And number two, you're not going to find a rate that has the data included with it. And number three, you're not going to find it where it's been vetted and it's FCC, FTC compliant, because we are only dialing data that's opted in data. That's how we protect you, us, and everyone else. Okay, so this is not a black hat type solution. Okay, so you got that. You've got various bulk dialers, or excuse me, bulk texters and voice drop systems that we recommend and show you. You've got an email system that does bulk email. And now let me break down that email system a little bit. There's two different types of bulk email. There's ones that do cold marketing and there's ones that do warm marketing. You'll hear on my podcast all the time, like on Monday nights, and the ones that come out audio versions on Thursdays, you'll hear about the ones that will, they're autoresponders. We call them ARs. And basically it works like this. You opt in, you put your name, number, and email or information. It necessarily doesn't have to be your name and number, but you got to have the email. But you put that kind of information in, and then the system automatically responds in a sequential order based on the way you program it. That's a warm marketing. In other words, you're only emailing people that have opted in. And so that's how companies like Aweber, which you can go to terrywilson3.com/Aweber and get a free trial on that, and MailChimp and GetResponse and Constant Contact and all of these different companies. That's what they do. What you cannot do is cold market with them. In other words, you can't go out and buy an email list of people that do not know you. You can't go out and scrape the internet with various keyword searches to scrape a bunch of emails and then load it into like MailChimp and do a bulk email. They will shut you down. You will go away, in no time flat. However, we have a system at TW3 that we show you and can get you help set up with. It's very, very affordable. You literally can send out 10,000 emails a month for like 29 bucks or something like that. Excuse me, 100,000. What am I talking about? It's real cheap. And what it does is it cold emails. Now you say, well, why would they even be an expense? Because what you're buying is server space for your emails to go out and they bounce around, so that if someone responds and says, hey, this is spam, and they say that too many times and they've got a Google account and 3 or 4 Google members or Yahoo members or whoever says, I didn't want this, it's spam, they don't allow you to do that. We have another company that will, and the way is they bounce around from server to server to server to server. So it's a moving target. Okay. So that's the way it works, but you have to pay for that server space. That's what you're paying for. So we have that in all of the packages. We have landing page creators, opt-in forms. We've got it where you can set up with our landing page software where you can have countdowns and on-demand webinars and stuff like that. Call center access. You just heard Greenback's talking about how it's on fire. You got training videos, you got a blog and a website. We use WordPress. So if you're familiar with WordPress, you're going to be familiar with our blog system and stuff like that. We have an incredible system called the Blog Curator, which means if you're not even a content creator, you just click with one button and you can put it on your blog, which is pretty cool. And you have resale rights to TW3. So that's the sales rep and trainer size. And then it goes on down with a plus member. You get some coaching with one of our elite guys. You get the Blog Curator resale rights, and you get RMP access through your elite trainer that brought you on, or some elite rep that we match you up to, which means that you can refer them to our referral marketing packages and our partners and our products. And, that P stands for a lot, right? But you can send them over there and you get paid without having to make a sale. So that's the beautiful thing about that plus side. And then our elite side is our agency owners. They want to do the RMP just like Plus. They want to be able to resell TW3 just like the sales rep and trainers. But they also want a residual income portion of their business. They want to be able to have direct contracts with these RMPs. They want to be able to give out these RMP offers to their Plus members they bring on and get an overwrite to it. They want access to our mastermind groups on Wednesday nights when we have them. They want all these, they want the ability to make, $250,000, $500,000 a year or more. And this gives you all the podcast software and all of the all of the things that you're going to need. Basically, what I did was I took everything that I have and I put it in our elite package. And every strategy, every time I'm doing something, like I'm going to be talking tonight in our private training on, my faux pas that I mentioned on Monday night, where I sent out these emails, these texts, and I didn't even test the script before I sent it out, because I was supposed to only send it to 100. I sent it to 10,000. Duh. And Chris, I hope you still think I'm a genius. I see you're on here. So anyway, but it's an incredible business, guys. I can tell you this. Everyone that has been in other businesses that I've talked to, and they're used to, like, if insurance guys and financial guys, they're used to just having to pound the pavement and beat the bushes and harass their friends, family, and foes, as I like to say, to get in front of anybody. So they love the fact that this is a lead generation product that we teach you how to use it to start getting leads immediately. They love that. People that have been in direct sales, like Lindsay, you've seen her on. She was in a clothing business where she had to buy all this inventory. Sometimes it sold, sometimes the inventory didn't turn as well. It was, pot luck as far as, guessing on which one to which product line or which style to get and all that. So it was sort of a guessing game. And so, she loves the fact there is no inventory here. That's beautiful. So you're not sitting on anything. She loves the fact that she's not having to do with this. She doesn't have to get out and do all this social media stuff at times and, try to pound her social warm market to buy this or that. You get fresh leads every time you use this system in whatever capacity. You're getting fresh leads, whether you're using it to generate leads for the purposes of reselling the system, where you're using it for the purposes of generating leads for an RMP offer, where you're using it for the purposes of generating an RMP offer, reselling the system maybe, or even recruiting into an agency of some business that you have as well. So, I mean, the way our business works is we start you out at the rep level that doesn't cost you anything, but you don't have anything. You just have resale rights. And we answer that first problem that most people have. Terry, I don't have a product. Okay, well, here's our marketing platforms that you can resell, and we'll pay you $100 to $300. So we solve that first problem. And then the natural inkling is, well, that's great, and I've got this sort of system over here that allow me to cold call that you've equipped me with. But man, it is tough, and it's tough. Now, Forbes magazine, I say it all the time, I'm repeating myself, I know, to a lot of my members, they hear this, but for you guys that are not members or hearing this video for the first time, or me for the first time, Forbes magazine years ago said 98% of home-based businesses fail, and they attributed that to the fact that people don't have a means to get in front of leads. In other words, you know it. If you've ever been in any home-based business, you know what it's like. Hey, go out and call your warm market, call on your high school friends and your college buddies, call on the people at the school, call on people at the church. In other words, I call it, bug your friends, family, and foes. And so in this business, when you come into that rep level, that's what you're left with. You got a cold call. You got to find some way to do it. So then we solve the second problem. I don't have a product and I don't have people to speak to. Well, then you go up to sales rep and trainer. And this is where a lot of times, if you've read any criticism ever about our business or this business or me online that says something along these lines, well, it's just a thing to resell. That's because that was a person that came in at our sales rep and trainer level, and all they are credentialed and trained and supported on doing is reselling the system and using the system to resell the system, because that's what it's about. And the reason we charge for that level is because how are you going to train anybody on something that you don't have? Okay. And so we say, if you'll invest in the technology, if you will invest in the training, if you will learn some of these concepts and invest in your business, then what we will do is when you're reselling this, rather than only paying you $150 to $300, we will pay you $750 to $1,500 because you've got the very tools it takes to not only sell it, generate leads for yourself, but also stick around after the sale and help support. So, and that's why we do it. And so that's the sales rep and trainer level. The plus level is like that guy. I'm an existing entrepreneur. I'm in insurance. I'm in real estate, direct sales. I want to resell your system, Terry. That's great. But I also want to use it to generate leads for my own business. That's our plus level. And then our elite level is, Terry, I want to do it all. I want multiple income streams. I want to know exactly what you do to make what you make. I want access to your top level training and be in with some of your top earners. That's our elite level. So that's the three levels, because each time you come in, there's going to be a different pain point. When you come in as a sales affiliate, well, my pain point is I've got a product, but I don't make a lot on it, and I don't have anybody to speak to. Sales rep and trainer. Okay, I've got this package, and I know how to generate leads now. I know how to sell this, but man, I would love an opportunity to generate leads for other businesses outside of TW3 and make money and other strategies other than just reselling the system. That's our plus level, because we get you hooked up with RMPs, even if you're not an existing business. Okay, now I can resell the system. I can generate business leads for the system. Even if I don't make money selling Terry's system, I've got these RMPs that I make money. But I've sold a lot now, and I see that they're paying $97 a month, and I don't get any of that. And I see Gary, and I see Chris, and I see Terry, and I see Mark, and I see Lindsay, and I see all these other people making monies in multiple different strategies and ways. How are they doing it? That's our elite level. Okay. So if you can see, each level answers a problem, solves a problem, but there leaves a problem. And if you as resellers understand how they solve those problems, you'll be able to better communicate that to your clients. And on top of that, you'll be able to manage their expectations, because sometimes what happens is someone will go out and they'll see all of the things you can do at TW3. They see a video of this and that, and then they come in as an affiliate and they're wondering, well, where's the call center? Well, you don't get access to the call center unless you're a trainer. Or they come in as a sales rep and trainer, but how do I make money offering jobs outside of TW3 or making money without even making a sale? Well, that's a plus level. Well, I won't resist. You see what I'm saying? So if you explain, and so I've got that layout that I just showed you guys. It's over at terrywilson3.com. If you go down and where it says pricing, it breaks down the pricing, the package, what's involved, everything. And with our creative financing, you guys know, and I know Greenback sells a ton this way. I know other members, if you've got PayPal, you can finance this with PayPal, no money down. Sometimes they run that on and off. So I don't want to say that's available now because I don't know, but I know sometimes they will allow you to no money down, get a system and have 6 months. But even if that's not available, we've got other financing opportunities where you can get our elite package for like $119 a month. Okay. So those are some really cool stuff. And you get paid if you're an elite member and plus member. You get paid to offer that financing opportunity for people as well. So I'm going to shut up now because I've talked a lot, and I'm going to start answering your questions. But I just wanted to get that out because that was a question someone said, could you break down the packages for me? I'm new and I would like it sort of explained. So I hope I did a good job. If I didn't, if there was something left unsaid or needed to say better, let me know and I'll turn around. Tom says, hi, Terry, need to reconnect a member with their trainer. I sent you an email last week about it. You answer my email, then just need to have him reach out to, I got that. And I actually alluded to that, earlier. I don't know if he'll be willing to do that or not, but I will readdress. Thanks, Tom. I will readdress. Greenback says these leads are your own leads. That's right. That great point there, Greenbacks. When you go out and buy leads, you're buying leads that's sold to everyone else. When you have this system, your lead acquisition cost is going to be less than $1 a lead, and they're yours. They're exclusive leads. Now, you guys that's in real estate and insurance, tell me, where can you go buy exclusive leads that are only been sold to you and pay less than $25, $45? I dare you to try to tell me where you can get exclusive leads for less than $1. And the reason you can with this is because you have the tools. What's going on, sweet Caroline? It's good to have you on today. And Miss Spelling Bee is here. And Chris the Man Miller, hey, everyone. Sorry, I'm late. You're never late, Chris. You're always on time, brother. Don't worry about it. And Greenback's RMP links making money without selling. That's exactly right. And Caroline says, no lead vendor selling your leads. That's right. That's right. We have a ton of insurance and real estate using our tools. That's right, Greenbacks. And Gary's been with me for 5+ years as an elite member, so he knows what he's talking about. Or get in a call center and make $750, $1,500. He made $5,000 last week. And, it's the deal's real. And Gary's made 10 grand in a week and done that several times. And several other people that do that. So the deal's real. And we got people that haven't been with us as long as Gary making that now. So, Chris hasn't been with us that long. And, I think he made around $34,000 just in a few weeks using our system, not reselling it. So the deal's real. Lori said, I had a guy with credit score of 620 who couldn't get approved via pay. That's right, because it's 650, I think, when I was sure he could. Send him to another source, and they would only give him $500. What's with that? Okay, that's a great question. Sometimes, Lori, people have credit worthiness to be able to offer a loan, but maybe they have their debt to income ratio is in a situation where they are only approved for so much. So you might have that going on. Keep in mind, financing opportunities regulated by the state. Certain states don't allow certain loans. And so, for instance, if he's in a state that says you can't charge but X amount of interest and it has to be a installment type plan, then by them regulating the criteria that way, that means it's more strenuous to offer the loan opportunity, which might lower how much they're able to get out. If anybody on here, I know we got a ton of guys that are in the lending opportunity space. If you know of a resource that you could recommend to Lori, we've got My Zippy Loan, Cash Mutual Store, TerryWilson3.com/bad credit. But if you can sort of mention the state, maybe someone else is on here. You don't have to mention a person by no means, but maybe we can help them get underwritten through another supplier that somebody might know about. Chris, you're right. I hated buying leads. Man, that was terrible. $200 each. Back when I was in insurance, I was buying a lot of annuity leads, and I would buy annuity leads for $250, sometimes $300. Now I'm on the flip side of that. There's an RMP offer in your back office that actually will pay you $500 per annuity lead that you recommend, but it has to be for annuities up to $500,000 or more, but they will pay that kind of, so the beautiful thing about this business is it gets you out of being a consumer of leads and puts you in a producer of leads. And here's the dirty little secret, especially if you're from a professional background. Professional background like insurance, real estate, financial planning, things like that. You've been conditioned to sell your insurance, sell your product, but buy a lead. I will tell you the money in any professional business is in the lead generation of it. Because once you have that, you have the keys of the kingdom. Because the way this whole business got started was I basically started generating leads for my insurance business. And then if it looked like a lead too far away or didn't look like a lead I wanted to call on, or wasn't that Shalom Kamaya and hey, Blake, good to have you. Janice, good to have you. If it looked like a lead I just wasn't that interested in, I'd sell it off to one of these RMPs. And then I got to thinking, I can generate 20, 30 leads an hour with this voice broadcast dialer in the final expense area. And I got to doing the math. If I can sell them for $20 and do 30, then I never have to worry about underwriting, never have to worry about, a lapse policy causing a chargeback on me. I got out of that whole rat race. That's how this whole business just started to unfold and why I've set it up the way I have. Hey, Pedro, good to have you. He says, I got to Best Buy and apply for a visa through Best Buy, 620 credit and needed for 1,000 plus. Okay. So there's a great resource. As well. Larry, good to have you on, my man from Southern Florida, living in an area that I want to move to if I could convince my wife. All right. Any other questions you guys are getting out as you're talking to people or reps that are on? Do you have questions that you're being asked that you say, hey, Terry, how would you field this? I'd be more than happy to answer that. If you're not a TW3 member and you got questions, I'd be more than happy to answer those as well. But understanding how each package is broken down and how it works will better equip you to think about who this is for and why it would make a good match. I may have a source to help your customer. Okay, so Tom, Lori, get with Tom. He says he might have someone. Now, she's saying Oklahoma. So, yeah, but you're saying you're in Illinois. Okay. Yeah, so just, yeah. So get with misspelling bee and y'all hook up. That's awesome. Well, guys, we're going to have a great training tonight. I'm going to be talking about the bulk text I sent out last week, sent it out to 10,000 people. I had about 300 responses, applies. And, some of them were great. Matter of fact, we've closed on 4 of them. So it paid for itself. Don't get me wrong. I'm greedy. I like hitting home runs. I think I hit a double. I wanted to hit a home run. And I never liked doing the way I did it, whereas you just cold blast tons of people without a proven script. I'm just one of those that I like to formulate, how does this script need to work? And so I'm going to break that down for our members tonight, how that went, what I said, and how I've tweaked things now in my bulk text, and how it has really, really ramped up. I mean, I don't know if you guys paid attention to what Reagan was saying. With all the banter Monday night, it was probably difficult to hear some of the things, but Reagan's like, I was wondering where all these emails came in, just like within a couple of hours. We were getting in a day with like 280 leads. And by the way, they're still dripping in. So I'm probably up to 350 now. But in that immediate send out with just a bad script, just trying to test certain things, that was what we got. But I spent $500 I didn't intend on. I was intending on spending $5 for that 100 bulk text, just to tweak some things, because then, $5 isn't that bad to burn to make sure this works. Because if I can send out 100 and get 30 of them to respond, then I know if I send out 10,000, I'm going to get, a pretty good, which I about hit that. It's just, the unexpected. So it was real cool. Chris says, Gary says, Alan said, I'm backing up. Alan says he's looking forward to tonight. That's great. Thanks, Alan. And Gary, Lori, I have another funding source for you too. So good. I'm about to launch a new product that I got to the idea for while I was at TW3 conference. Awesome, Chris. Man, those conferences are bad as bone, aren't they? Because you get around with all these other people that are just knocking it out. And it's fun to be around like people like Sweet Caroline. I mean, just genuine salt of the earth, great people. I tell you what makes this business particularly great. I'll say this. You guys don't have to say this, but we've got some of the best people in this business that I've ever been around. I've been in some Fortune 500 companies with insurance and stuff like that, gone to their conferences, and I've never been around a group of people that are just high quality people, high character, and high proficiency. I mean, these people know what they are doing, and you will not find a better group of entrepreneurs that genuinely care about their craft, genuinely care about their clients, and genuinely care about where they're going, their calling. So I just alliterated and didn't even mean to. That's the preacher in me. But anyway, tonight at 9 p.m., we'll have a private membership training. Make sure you're on. Someone was asking, how do I renew? You can, if you've let your membership lapse, all you have to do is go to terrywilson3.com/renew, terrywilson3.com/renew, and I'll have that up for you. And we'll try to get you up and running before 9 o'clock tonight so you can get in. Okay. Any other questions? I don't want to leave you guys high and dry, but I see it. I'd ask it what Miss Lindsay said. Do you have a landing page that is specifically something we can send to an insurance agent? Absolutely. What I would do, Lindsay, if you'll go to my YouTube channel, you can go under insurance. As a matter of fact, I'll just go over there for you, and I'll show you one that I would use. I'm glad I scrolled back up to make sure I had all the questions answered. And if I've missed any questions, get on there and go ahead and populate them now while I'm answering her, because that's what this is for. I want to make sure everybody's questions are answered. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you will see this right here. And if you'll notice, I've got a playlist right up here. And you can go under playlist, and they're categorized by shows, podcast shows, how to recruit, online income hacks, social media marketing, insurance marketing, real estate, email marketing, so forth and so on. If you go right there, how'd you like to sell more insurance? Boy, that guy's just need to work on that, don't he? Sounds like Ron White and Gomer Pyle combined. But like right here, how do you sell more life insurance with index ULs for mortgage protection? But you could send them, if you go up here, you see this top part. Well, you might not see this cut off on your screen, but above there is the URL address for this whole playlist right here. But if you go over here, that's the entire playlist of all the various. And so what you'll want to do, like growing your insurance agency 300% through automation, you could use that one. And I would use the ones that are more webinar based, and you can tell the ones that are webinar based because they're like 4 minutes long. Don't send them a podcast because people don't have the patience to watch a 30, 45-minute podcast. But growing your insurance, book more and close more. That's another great one that you could send. But all you have to do, any of these you see, all you do is go under right there where it says share, and there's your embed code. So you just click on that. You get that embed code right there, and you just go over to your site, create a landing page, and there you go. Now, I've got leadsbyterry.com, but it forces them to opt in, and then it sends them to this, basically, is what it does, and sends them to other videos. But that's what I would do. And, and that logic holds true for insurance, real estate. Maybe it's someone that's more ministry-minded, coaching and consulting type, things. Maybe you need some testimonials, self-development. We've got telemarketing. We've got several different videos over the years we've created. Now, caveat emptor, a little Latin for you. Buyer beware is what that means in Latin. These videos, some of them go back 7, 8 years. So the content is still relevant, but the pricing and the package might not be. Concepts are still relevant. So just be aware and warn that if they see a pricing, that they want to go to your FAQ page that should be on your site, or you can send them to terrywilson3.com/FAQ or terrywilson3.com/pricing even, and see the most current package and all that. So you just want to be make sure that they know about that. So cool. All right. Show everyone how to order 1,000 leads. It is so easy. Are you talking about through the store, Caroline? Which one are you talking about? Help me out. I'm assuming you're talking about through the store, but yeah, it is. It's very easy. All you have to do is go to, let me go ahead and go over here. I think that's what she's talking about, but I didn't want to get off the page until I saw for sure. Let me go ahead while she's, see here. In your back office, you can see this, and you actually get a discount if you're a member. If you're not a member, you can still go over to terrywilson3.com/store, and we have leads and different things. Don't buy this yet. Okay. I got this item in here because I'm having to work through some affiliate links and stuff like that. We're going to be promoting the 2020 conference coming up in just in coming months. But you'll see here where it says 1,000 filtered scrub mobile list. We've got that email list. Now, you as TW3 members, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. You as TW3 members have a discount code in your back office to get this at wholesale, which I think is around like $5.95 or something like that. But even competitive traffic, this is where there's not a discount on that because there's a service, but that's where you can buy competitive keywords. And so, for instance, let's say, for instance, you're John's Pizza in Dallas, Texas, and then the big pizza competitor is Bubba's Pizza in Dallas, Texas. You can buy keywords that says Bubba's Pizza, Dallas, Texas, and then redirect it right over to your site. And there's some SEO backlinks and stuff like that. If they misspell it, even if they type it in right, it's sort of, it's not a black hat, but it's a very aggressive way to take competitive traffic from your competition and get stuff. So that's a pretty cool thing if that's a service we sell. But yeah, you just go right over here and that's what you do is you just buy a lead, and you've got 1,000 mobile numbers, 1,000 email lists. And if you're a member, you're getting that for, way less than that. I think it's like $5-6, something like that. It's not much at all. So let me get back up here and make sure I got all of that. So good. This may be tonight's question, but with RMPs, can you explain what we should be looking for in the CPA and EPC numbers? Yeah, let me go through that tonight, Chris, if you don't mind. But yeah, absolutely. And Kamaya says, Terry, can elite members sell your leads in our store? Let's see here. Kamaya, I think you got tons of, yes. Okay. You can, and it's in your back office. There is a package together that gives you all of the marketing material to put in. And see, here's what's happening. You're buying it for $5.95, $6.90, whatever it is. Let's say it's $7 because I can't remember off the top of my head, but you retail it for whatever you want. I retail it for $29.95. And the reason I do that is because if someone was to go over to USA Data, Info Data, Melissa Data, Sales Genie, most of these companies are charging anywhere from $50 to $100 per thousand. So if I'm putting it at $29.95, I'm $20 under the nearest competition I know about, and I'm shopping pretty aggressively. The average consumer of leads don't shop the way you're going to be able to. But yeah, you can absolutely put the item in your store, and what happens is, as when they buy it, all you have to do is send an email, say, hey, I've got this order, send 1,000 leads to this email address, and give us the criteria. But you set it up in your shopping cart and then just send us the order, and we can even do the fulfillment for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the advantages of being an elite member. But if you'll go back in your back office, you'll see there's all kinds of elite material and content that you have that you can populate your store with. And if you'll go back in last week's training and the week before last, you'll see where we're teaching you how to turn items into your store into affiliate offers. So then you can even incentivize your members, your TW3 members and your TW3 affiliates with these links, how they can start selling your own material and content to make even more money. So absolutely. Good question. Good material. Good stuff. All right, guys, anything else? Thank you for that question, Kamaya. Thank you, Caroline. And sounds great. Well, guys, I look forward to seeing you members on tonight at 9 p.m. And if you've not enrolled at TW3 yet, you need to get in. Gary's right. The call center is on fire. TW3 each month is growing. And we've been doing that now for 2.5 years. We have not had a slump. And so it's just amazing. And the opportunity is so diverse. It's so lucrative. I mean, think about it. The least you're going to make, $750. And if you make one sale out of 25 and you can generate 50 leads a day, start doing the math, deductive reasoning. How much could you make? Talk to you later.
Thank you for listening to our show today at TerryWilson3.com. If you would like more information on how we can take your money, your business, and your life to the next level, then please visit us online at TerryWilson3.com or call 800-673-1728.
This is the Terry Wilson. Really, I'm excited, Terry. I want to get started here.
Is this a celebrity, Terry Wilson?
Oh my word.
How you doing, sir?
Dude, don't even go there. I've been listening to this for a while, and I'm finally like, okay, guys, what a privilege. I mean,